Charles Davis, as always. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The first carry for the North Texas man is Jeff Wilson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
In motion, Gronkowski. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Jackson will throw again. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And McCoy loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
That one good for 15 in the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Remain on 2nd down. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And what a big-time play there. 44 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run, it's Campbell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Earl Campbell taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Room here to run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go up the middle with Campbell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he stopped immediately there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock for 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
A 59-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll send Parker in motion right. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And Jackson throwing once more. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep now for McCoy. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Wilson with a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jeff Wilson, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more quick. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. They'll send Parker in motion right. Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And they're going to get this down at about the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael, 36 7 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man, that's Gronkowski down the field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good. First down.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send Parker in motion right. They'll run again with Wilson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Stiff-armed it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing, Jackson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Connected with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Jackson. He's got Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Johnson, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and
Jackson.
2 at the 47-yard line.
He's going to air one out. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just